Gura is a beautiful countryside with awesome landscapes. If something differently would be done to the Nigerian textile industries, that our youth will be employed. The people that attend the church here can tell you.
Service in Holy Rosa is in Benin.
We are taking a canoe tour of the communities on the bank of River Niger in Getso. When beauty opens its doors, it reveals magnificence. So it happens in Jos, Plateau State capital, at the National Festival for Arts and Culture NAFES took over the town. For 7 days, the state capital knows no rest, as the spirit of the cultural diversity of the country takes it over. The variety is flattering, the performance exceptional, and the memory lingering. The festival in Jos was tagged COVID-19 and cultural dynamism. They all have bearing on what an exceptionally endowed country we lived in. There was actually this day, in the course of the festival, when on close examination, I wondered why Nigerians do not make the best of what they have. Plateau State lives its life surrounded by the beauties of nature. One of it is a perennial waterfall at the very first gate of the state, coming from Abuja. It is a Rem local government area. They call it Aso Falls. The environment where this waterfall flows is perhaps the highest elevation in Plateau State. It is the actual plateau. It is called Hawenkibo. This is some 10 kilometers of continuous ascent across chains of mountain ranges with deep chasms. The water actually emanates from rock formations around Kuru, near Jos, and flows to empty in a channel of River Kaduna. This waterfall is not just splendid. Yet, many Nigerians who travel abroad for tourism do not know even it is there. Plateau State always pride itself as the home of tourism. But believe me, nowhere is this expression more definitive than in this place, the Asab Waterfall. Asab Waterfall is located at the depths of Hawenkibo. Hawenkibo is definitely one of the most iconic parts of Plateau State. It is a Rem local government, and it's a conglomeration of hills that do not seem to stop. That is precisely where the Asab Waterfall is located. In this place, on a daily basis, you find as many as 100 people coming just to watch. And then, of course, it is a work of art. It is like a poetry. It is like a nature shedding tears. It is a place of beauty. Coming to the side of the fall entails some footwork, but it gives you pleasure to do so, especially with the hope of a very big discovery in your mind. It is not even too much of a hard work to reach the place. My colleague Brian Maker here has been into tourism for decades. And in fact, like me, he's a journalist. But then, unlike me, he's a specialist when it comes to the issues of tourism. He's a tourism buff, always into it, speaking it and breathing it. Mr. Maker, Asab Hill.
Wonderful. A good place to be. Unbelievably Nigerian, and I think nobody has really discovered it. We only talk about it, but we have not discovered it.
Beautiful as this waterfall is, and several real-time tourism attractions that nature generously endowed this nation with, Why do students actually meet them, especially those with the passion for tourism?
This place should not be empty. You can see it's empty. It should be filled up with young and the old. There should be recreation ground. This is Saturday, for instance. What are you doing at home? You should come to Asofo, feel nature, talk nature, live, and you live longer. You live longer. That's why you're looking young every time, Hamisu.
Okay,
because you move around. Yes.
Just tell us, Nigeria has what as tourism is concerned.
Yes.
What do you think we need to do differently?
I think we needed to rediscover it domestically. I believe, yes, foreigners must come. But 200 million people, Hamisu, if you bring 200, let this just say 10% of 200 million people coming to Asofo, the community here will benefit. This place can be transformed. You can see it's still in its rough edges. Nothing new, no packaging. You know, I mean, there should be a walkway. People don't need to struggle to come in here, except, of course, those who want to do some challenges, as it were. But really, for the old and the young, to make it easier, in fact, there should be a recreational ground here, something, be the platform built here, so they can take pictures, you can shoot movies, and things like that.
This waterfall is all year round, but the flow varies with the season. The environment could not be more ideal for a waterfall as well.
What do you think? Can you tell me what you think of this place?
The potential is great.
Do you regret coming here?
I never did.
Please help me tell Nigerians that there's a place they need to visit. And places like this abound on the Jos Plateau. This is just a sample.
No, but the idea is good, but it is like it's still in its infancy. We need to see a smooth pathways. We need to see more people coming. We need to see probably boats going. We need to see a better packaging of this place.
In the tourism business, there's what we call responsible tourism. And the more natural the tourism attraction is, this is what we call ecotourism. And we reduce the modernism in places like this. We could easily put cable cars to come here, but cable cars are not designed for places like this. The fun here is your ability to descend and your ability to ascend.
Asofo is a pleasant diversion from the main event of the night fest in Jos. There were some memorable nights and days of cultural expositions that cannot go out of memory. In one evening of cultural glory, the Director General of the National Council for Arts and Culture, Otumba Shegun Runshawi, as is usual with him, mobilized his cultural troops from all over the country to the palace of Bomgom Jos. Palaces in Nigeria may not be too new to cultural displays. On this day, it was like the palace of Jos was under cultural attack. The Otumba was well received at the palace amidst unique royal receptions. After exchange of pleasantries, Otumba invited the Bomgom Jos to an open space just outside his palace, where he seated him and then treated him to the reality of cultural diversity of Nigeria.
The entrance is here. The entrance is here. Okay.